Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to continue where we left off from our last video, and we're going to begin working on the mission Devils You Know, and we got to head to subsection 7 in the Mass District building. So let's see where that takes us and who called for us by our name. Here we go. Big old warehouse.
Logging authorized entry. Unsealing access. You may proceed down the corridor.
Okay. Ouch.
Welcome, Captain. Please, come down and approach the intercom. You and I should chat.
Okay. Whoever you are.
President Abeyo was kind enough to give me a few files to peruse. Quite the series of accomplishments you've managed. But now you face a foe unlike any other. An invisible enemy, lurking in the shadows. You're going to need all the help you can get. Which is why I hoped we could speak. Do you know who I am?
No fucking idea who you are, dude. Couldn't afford a place to view. Given amount of security, you're someone pretty important or dangerous. You do look sort of familiar. Nope, can't say I do.
I'm Francois Sanon, but most know me as Victus. I was an admiral during the Colony War. One of its great villains, if you believe the slates. I was to be executed for my crimes, but the previous regime deemed me too valuable to simply discard. So they put me here, a sacrifice on the altar of peace. Even my death served the colonies.
Don't surprise me. So, what'd you do?
To warrant my execution. The official charges I faced after the war were twofold. The first was the destruction of civilian ships during the Battle of Cheyenne, a battle during which those civilian ships were actively attacking my fleet. The other was ordering the bombing of the Londinian spaceport to halt the spread of the Terrormorph outbreak there. The city and its citizens were lost, but countless others likely saved. And for doing what was right, I was put on trial. And my life irrevocably changed.
Yep, they faked your death then.
One final act of rebellion by the leadership that lost the Colony War. The trial was authentic. I faced tribunal with dignity, but my execution, staged. A lethal injection that was anything but. The cabinet at the time, long gone now, wished to keep me on as an advisor, and considering the other option, I was in no place to refuse. So I elected to trade my freedom for my continued existence. But such is the life of a soldier.
Definitely one of the chattier ghosts I met, except about what you actually want. Sanon is Hadrian's last name. Yep, they've been lying all this time.
Captain, please. There are no clean hands in galactic politics. We all do what we must to keep ourselves safe. Which, right now, means finding a way to protect the United Colonies and beyond from additional Terrormorph attacks. An effort you and my progeny Hadrian have already made impressive progress on. And I'd like to help, though I am curious. Has she shared with you the nature of our little family?
Yep. It's kind of a stretch to call. Well, you two had a family. She told me she's your clone, yeah.
Did she? So willing to trust Hadrian. I never did succeed in driving that out of her. Our relationship has always been a challenging one. The Major was born to become a great leader, carry on the legacy I established, and was given all the finest training to support it. And she excelled. But the universe cut all that short. Now, though, it's placed even more crucial work in front of the two of you. And I think I have a part to play in helping you accomplish what you've set out to do.
Tell me more about this cloning program.
It was an attempt by the United Colonies to solidify its own legacy, forging a new generation of great leaders. They were raised by adoptive families made up of scholars and tacticians, trained at the United Colonies' greatest scientific and military academies, displayed incredible promise. But by the time the colony war came to a close, there was only Hadrian. But that's ancient history now. You have much more pressing matters at hand, with which I can help.
Not every day that I get a chance to work with a man living in a fish tank. Keep talking. Hadrian and I are doing just fine on our own. Fine, I'm listening.
After some long years earning the trust of this current regime, the UC has been permitting me to work alongside one of their recovery teams, helping them gather intelligence on, locate, and organize scenarios to lure in some of the criminals that evaded justice after the colony war. With quite a few successes, I might add. But in the process, I managed to find something else. The names and locations of Hadrian and Percival's old research team. Valuable manpower for the effort you're about to embark on. I'll tell you where they are, but in exchange, I need something dealt with.
Go on. You track down war criminals, people like you? How's that work exactly?
Well, who better to find them? But many of them I knew personally, and I've always had a mind for details. Where someone was born, next of kin. You'd be shocked how often an otherwise brilliant criminal flees to the planet just next to the one where they were born, or where a family member resides. I simply use my own personal knowledge and the information our group collects for me to track them down and set things right.
Go on.
There is a former colleague of mine, a man by the name of Dr. Reginald Orlays. Like myself and Hadrian, he was involved in some of the United Colonies' more problematic lines of research. Mech weapons were his specialty. If it dealt death, he could make a deal more. When the colony war ended, he fled, refusing to face tribunal, and has continued to peddle his skills to the highest bidder to this day. But I finally found him. I want you to track him down and deal with him, however you're able. I'm not expecting he'll come quietly. Bring me evidence that the job's done, and I'll tell you what I know.
Why have me do this? Why not hand this over to one of the members of this recovery team?
Captain, your files indicate a track record of unlikely successes. It is my genuine hope that, perhaps down the line, you might become a part of our team. And this might be something of a tryout.
How do I know you're not asking me to kill an innocent man?
Speak to Deputy McIntyre. I'm sure she'd be happy to hear that someone might be tying up this loose end at long last. Though I would ask you, do not make the mistake of confusing me for a simple cutthroat.
How about I arrest him and turn him over to the UC?
You can certainly try, but the man's been out there 20 years. He's likely gone feral by now. Easier for all if you simply blow up his ship and be done with it.
Not killing anyone, but if he's actually as bad as you claim, I'll consider bringing him to justice. Consider him dust, or I need to think about this. I'll play the Ranger mindset.
If that's what you require to sleep at night, so be it. According to my information, he's been hiding around the world of Etheria, Wolf System. There is a star station in the vicinity, the Den. The head of the local vanguard, one Captain Marquez, should be able to help you find our man.
Yeah, right. We're aware of her. We've met her before. But let's go talk to Deputy McIntyre and get another load of bullshit from this government.
Identity verified.
And do their dirty work. Because they don't want to do it themselves. Because whatever she's going to tell me is probably a lie too. So, let's go to Cabinet Chambers. Interstellar Affairs. See what she has to say about this guy.
Pardon.
Oh, Deputy McIntyre.
Captain, did your meeting go well? I hope it's clear now why we needed you to agree to all the secrecy.
Some old guy living in your basement. There's an executed war criminal in your basement. Deputy, I was not prepared for that.
Captain, please, keep your voice down. The situation with the prisoner is a complex one. A holdover from a different era. But it's a situation we've been managing as discreetly and humanely as we can for some time now. And the most critical part of that management is making sure no one else learns of it. Do I make myself clear?
Why hasn't Hadrian been told about this? Freestar Collective at least should be told about this. Keep it to myself. You can't keep me from telling Hadrian.
The Major doesn't have clearance for this sort of information, and she certainly doesn't need a distraction from her current, very important work. Which is why I need you to keep this to yourself.
I'll keep it to myself.
Good. Because bringing this up to the outside world would create the unfair appearance, Captain, that you're unhinged. And that's not a good look for any of us. Now, was there something in particular you needed to discuss about what we were just discussing?
The prisoner asked me to deal with the Dr. Orlays, figuring out you and I should discuss.
Dr. Reginald Orlays? He's finally found him. Of course, killing Orlays is completely out of the question, but bringing him to justice... He's been on the lam for years. That'd be a huge win for the UC. What's being offered in return?
But you're actually considering this?
Allowing you to kill someone on behalf of the prisoner? Absolutely not. But taking the chance to bring a known criminal to justice? Well, the old man's been right more than a few times in the past. So, what's being put on the table here?
Location of Hadrian's old research team members.
Really? He found the members of the research team. We'd already initiated a search for them, but it'd save a lot of time and manpower if he just gave us that information. Captain, if that's the deal, you have my endorsement. Just so long as you make every effort to bring the man in alive. Now, was there anything else you wanted to discuss regarding your meeting?
What are the chances I'm lured into a trap?
Trusting the man downstairs would be a mistake. But I don't think you need to be too concerned. This is far from the first name he's handed over, and all previous missions went off largely without a hitch. So while I'd certainly warrant caution, I think you can proceed.
Alright, don't have anything else to discuss.
Then I'll bid you good day, Captain. And remind you of the importance of discretion.
Yep, now I'm just gonna go shout it from the rooftops. The UC's corrupt. They never killed a guy, they're holding him prisoner. Destroy your government, start the war again. Why not? For all we know, it's just a facade the UC is doing. They're creating these Terrormorphs and letting them loose whenever they want.
I'm so excited to
Who knows? Transit car, just fast travel. Now I gotta go to the den. Just over here.
Hey, Dad, want to hear a poem I wrote? It's called a haiku. I just read about them. Okay, it's called Space.
Sorry, Cora, I don't want to hear any poetry right now, haiku or otherwise. Let's talk to Marquez.
I asked my boss what they're doing to
Hello
stop new
again.
alien attacks on the city.
Looking to lodge a complaint? Then you want UC security, not the Vanguard.
They know what they're doing.
No complaints. Told you can help me. I'm with the Vanguard. Captain Marquez to speak with you.
Oh, apologies, Captain. Didn't recognize you without the uniform. So, what can I do for you?
Or that I was here before. This guy, Reginald Orlays, heard you might know him.
Orlays. Doesn't ring a bell. Anything you can tell me about him?
Don't want to say too much, it's a sensitive mission.
Suit yourself. Well, I can tell you there's no one on the den by that name. But there has been a rumor about a ship floating out around Etheria. Never docks, doesn't respond to hails. They call it the Warlock. Maybe this Orlays of yours is the one piloting it. I can give you the coordinates to its last sighted location if you want. Just, well, you'll need to be careful. That part of Etheria's sky is an old debris field. Plenty dangerous. More than a few scrappers heading out never came back.
Anything you tell me about the Warlock?
I honestly thought it was just a story board haulers told each other to keep themselves amused. Pretty surprised to find out he has a name. Like finding out the Grim Reaper's named Mitch or something. Huh. Makes you wonder, though. Ships have been disappearing in those fields for years. Going theory on why was a combination of old ordnance and Etheria's gravity disappearing them. But maybe someone's been helping them over the ledge.
What's so dangerous about that part of Etheria's orbit?
Well, the original Den Star Station was destroyed decades ago during the Serpent's Crusade by marauding House Varun zealots. Big part of the remains from those battles ended up gathering around Etheria, forming a nasty debris field. Every now and then, some headstrong scrapper comes limping back because they hit an 80-year-old mine. Or sometimes they don't come back at all.
I guess I'll just take those coordinates.
Sure thing. Here, this should get you pointed in the right direction. Go get your man.
Can do. Find the Warlock. Ship EM, weapons damage systems at random, possibly stunning enemy engines for boarding. Let's go to the cockpit. Let's undock. Minecraft music.
Locks, air pressure, drive, all good to go, Cap.
Let's open the map and find this Etheria. Oh, right here. Etheria ruins. Find Warlock. Travel there. He is destroyed. Well, I couldn't disable it. Let's just say he forced my hand. It's my story and I'm sticking to it. What else is out here? Return back to mast. Back to Jameson. I'm always saying that wrong, Jemison. Shit. Otherwise, I was just gonna jump and not like land there and fast travel. Shit, either way. Go to the Mass District, because that's where he's at. Right? I think so. Or was it a different building? Yeah, see over here. I don't know why it took me to the spaceport. Subsection 7. Okay. Alright, let's speak to the prisoner again.
Back, Captain. Do you have some news for me regarding Dr. Olays?
Newsflash, he's dead. I did my part, now do yours. The universe is one less monster in it. I did my part, now do yours.
Happily. But first, I believe you owe me something. Your evidence.
Got your evidence right here. Found this as ID. If I told you it all burned up in the explosion.
Excellent. Please, deposit it in the transfer system.
Transfer accepted.
Would you look at that? Kept it all these years. Some simply couldn't let go of that old world.
Seems like you don't either, if you want his relic.
This is fine work, Captain. I can ensure the remaining team members find their way to the Red Devil's headquarters. Except for one. That one you'll need to collect yourself. His name is Kaiser. You can find him on the Freestar world of Nira, wandering the battlefield there. The area was ground zero for xeno-weapon deployments during the war, so I would arm yourself appropriately. And I think you'll want to check in with Hadrian and Dr. Walker before paying it a visit. Kaiser will likely have security protocols you'll need their help to overcome.
Why are you helping us with this?
I dedicated my life to the United Colonies. every effort of my being to their protection. I even gave them my heirs. Even if my circumstances have changed, my purpose has not.
Security protocols. Wait, is this Kaiser guy a robot?
A military Model A, yes. Specifically customized for the needs of the Xeno warfare team during the Colony War. A powerful resource, if you can recover him.
Thanks for the information.
Of course. We're protecting the galaxy, Captain. We'll need every tool at our disposal.
Alright. Well, that completes the Devils You Know and gives us a new mission, War Relics. Alright, well, you know, we're going to go ahead and stop here. And we're going to start working on the new mission, War Relics, during our next video. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time. Thanks for watching this video today from ChnkySlothGaming. Be sure to subscribe to our channel for more playthroughs and future gameplay content. If you enjoyed this video, give us a like and leave us a comment. And if you haven't already, be sure to follow us on social media, including Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or X, Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. And as always, thanks for hanging around, and we'll see you on the next one.